Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another HikLeague. My name is Eben. If you don't know, for the guys online, thank you for joining. I'm very excited, not just because I have my new laptop and I have to brag. It's a beast of a little laptop. And also our new TalkVu. So TalkVu is out. It's available. There's multiple different units. I'm going to highlight a few and share some extra information. I also know that internally, myself and John, we have discussed this multiple times. We played with it. It's just an amazing little product, and I think it's going to be a new door opening when it comes to home automation and video intercom and etc. So the reason why my slides are the way it is at this moment, like I said, I just got my laptop, so I haven't fixed my PowerPoint program, so it doesn't want to play the videos on full screen. So my apologies. So I'm doing it old-fashioned way. It is what it is. So let's move forward. Moving on from there, I first need to click the arrow button. There we go. Morning. So let's go. So just to let you a little bit interesting about history of video intercom. Obviously, the bell system is the olden days, letting people know that you're at the door. The traditional way is knocking. I think people don't know what that means anymore, to knock on a door. It doesn't exist at all in our culture. But just to give you some idea of how the history of notifying someone that you're there to visit them or asking them to grant you access. We've obviously started with our overseas products back in 2014 with video intercom. We've obviously upgraded and created more better quality in our second generation. And now in our third generation, since last year, starting with the end of last year, the TalkVu, there's a lot more into that. So I would like to share a bit more information regarding that. But before I get into that, I would like to explain a little bit more about the topology. And we have two different capabilities here. And I'm going to take a bit of time because I unfortunately could not have enough time to separate what my team has designed here as a topology and what I would like to get my point across as a topology. For normal domestic house, it's very straightforward, very easy. You obviously have your door stations. Maybe you have one of those fancy properties where you have two entrances. Not all of us are that lucky, but you do have those people, especially in the top area here and Melrose Arch area. But anyway, so this means that you can have an entrance and an exit. Some people use it as both, doesn't matter. But you can have multiple video indoor stations itself so you can communicate. You can also use the network to communicate with your mobile phone. So it gives you a lot more freedom. So when it comes to answering who's at your gate, who's there, etc., and which entrance. Then we obviously have the larger environment, which is our apartment buildings, where we can have multiple door stations itself. But it doesn't have to be a mag lock. It can also be a gate motor, it can be a swing gate, it can be a striker lock, whatever the case might be. Then you have different floors and different buildings itself that you can obviously send the information to notify that you have a visitor. And that can be controlled by a master station or HIK Central. So in HIK Central, there are two categories. We've got HIK Central Professional and HIK Central Access Control Professional. So that gives you a bit more freedom. The nice thing about the HIK Central Access Control version, it's free to download, number one. Number two, you can control up to 16 doors with that capability, still pulling in your video intercom. And you can have over 3,000 users that you can enroll that has access towards that software for free. So it's pretty cool. Master Station, however, not a lot of people make use of it. I, however, have made use of it a lot of times. And just to go off the wagon regarding apartments, we don't have to just use that specific product line or that direction. We can see outside the box a bit more. There's more capabilities. How about modern days? Now we have hotel rooms. And I don't know, I travel a lot, so I stay in hotel rooms just like other staff. And they have that little SIP phone there, and it's very old school. Nobody uses it at all. But just imagine now having an indoor station inside the apartment where you are living or where you are staying in the hotel. And from there, you can just tap onto it, call the reception. The reception will answer with a mobile. So there's no door station, just the indoor stations and master stations. Then you can answer as a reception and you can see the person in the reception. They can't see you. There's no camera there. So if you're in your birthday suit, don't worry. Eh? But then you can immediately contact the receptionist and say, listen, I'm hungry. Can I get a toasted sandwich? No problem. They already know which room you're calling from. They can go off your bill. Not just that. Some people do know that I get hungry quite often, and it shows it. Eh? I'm a big man, so I don't care. I'm married. But I tested this. I got hungry the one afternoon, and I installed Uber Eats on the Android unit. So now for the hotel room, we sometimes don't like to eat at the hotel. We like to order food. So imagine off my room, I can go onto the device, tap Uber Eats, order what I want to eat, and it comes directly to my door. And it bills off. I mean, a whole solution for hotel rooms. So that's one aspect of it. Another aspect, if we do look at apartments now, lately, we'll concentrate on the fact that this is common when it comes to any of these big high-end apartments. It's normal, especially in Johannesburg, Cape Town, or Durban area. But once you are done with that solution, there's more. I mean, I'm not sales, I'm technical, but there is more money that you can go and fetch. The first thing is, majority of these apartments and these indoor stations will have little cables at the back. So again, this is connected to your HikConnect account, or it's connected to a monitoring software, or it's connected to a master station for the security. This, you can connect up a panic button, 2 wires, no cables needed. Or you can connect up a wireless receiver with a remote, and there's already power here. So, I mean, you don't have to worry. I mean, you don't have to run network cables. It's got Wi-Fi, etc. So a little receiver with a remote, and now you have panic. So you're granting options. So when it comes to apartment buildings, you can either sell it to the apartment building owners, or you can say, listen, this is a little flyer. I'm giving all your customers that's renting here option to have a panic button. Maybe there's grandma living there. Maybe it's a grandpa, granddad. By me, he's just naughty. So he's an old granddad. Stop, please. We told you no more ladies, ne? Moving forward, there's so much more that you can do. That's just on panic. How many of these new apartments have the capability of using gas stoves? Basically, almost all of them. How about a gas detector? Hikvision sells gas detectors. It's an add-on. Again, there's power already here at the back that you can take from, and it's 2 little wires that gets connected. And there's an alarm features built in here to create 24-hour alarms. And you can create one for gas. Simple. In the event that there's something, again, you provide another option for the renting apartment. So it's up to you how you want to take that information. All right. That's enough on the topology side. My apologies for making it boring too much, but a lot of info there. Moving forward regarding the new unit, so I'm not going to read every single line for you, but I just want to show you how those changes have been made. So moving forward, a better solution, more effective, more clear, better depth in what you are viewing on the outside itself in certain environments. So this is the new unit. The new unit has the 4 megapixel camera. That 4 megapixel camera is much better compared to what it was in the past. So in the past, we basically focused on the 2 megapixel. Now there's dual lens with the AI wide angle lens itself, giving you more freedom when it comes to what it's viewing in that specific area. So higher quality, better details, and more. And there's a reason why we have all this built in. Not all the units, depends on the product that you're going for, the model that you're going for. Moving forward from that one, just to show you the difference between the 2 megapixel and the 4 megapixel detail quality. So when you zoom in, you can see the TalkVu on the vehicle on the one side compared to the 2 megapixel. Still Hikvision, but megapixels make better quality. The better the quality, the more information. And there's a reason why you want that kind of information. But not just that, we also focus on the wide field of view. So instead of the normal 120 or 150, now much wider, 180 field of view, giving you more details, more information, and more capabilities. Moving on from there, so a little bit more. So during the day, there might be a different way that we are viewing certain areas. So here's a good example. This is the back of our headquarters in Honzo at the walkway next to the lake area. So 2 a.m., you can see how the light reflects there, especially strong backlight. It's a problem. Then we have in the afternoon, very late. I know it's for us, it's very late, but for them, sun daylight savings is not the same in South Africa compared to, we know savings, we don't know daylight savings. But anyway, so low light environments, right? But good quality. And then when it's super dark at nighttime, using the IR to give you more details, much better quality right by the device. Right. Moving on from there. Then when it comes to certain other environments, we want to hear much better. We want to focus on what the loudness is. So this is a catch-22 situation. There was also data information focusing on how many dBs your mobile phone, but again, I removed that due to the fact that every mobile phone is different when it comes to its speaker and its microphone. Some are good phones, but you've had it in your pockets for the last 2 years, so that microphone is full of fluff, or could be other things as well, boogers. Right? So when it comes to this kind of catch-22 situation, depends on your environment. However, it gives you a good indication, however, how loud it can be and how good quality the microphone can be for that kind of environment. I do have units here if you wanted to test that quality. However, we also have AI built into this, helping us to reduce ambient noise, echo reduction, noise cancellation. So people get confused when they see this, especially in the Hikvision cameras or video intercom or access control. Please take note that these devices are not designed to do your rap album. It's not a studio. It's not that kind of mic. Okay, so please don't do that. So imagine the guy standing at the video intercom. I mean, really. Anyway, maybe I start a trend. Who knows? So moving forward, there's a lot to go into that. But how about the security functionality itself? Let's get into that AI. There's some additional features there from a perimeter protection. So the cool part is a lot of people are familiar with our AccuSense, our motion detection 2.0. This is now built in and integrated into your video intercom. So in the event that there's something at your door, depends on your settings. If your door is in a walkway in the middle of Cape Town, Canal Walk, you're going to get notifications nonstop. That's not a me problem. That's your location problem. But if you have a normal house in a circle, whatever the case is, it might be different. So this gives you that capability. However, there's also other features in there that auto snaps, auto captures it, keeps it into the history and helps you there. But there's other features like falling down. I know it sounds silly, but yes, I mean, maybe the kids are playing outside. Nowadays, that doesn't happen. I mean, it's modern times. Kids don't play outside. So just try that maybe once. Moving forward, there's a few other AI features as well in there. So from the AI video detection, this is one of them. As an example, I want to highlight that. I think I should go through the buttons itself. I don't know. So there you can see it triggers on a person going past that specific area, just like your AccuSense would. Maybe a line from whichever direction, again, making that use. So, and then falling down, this is kind of funny. It's like an Ian from TG Security, fake falling down. Moving on, obviously, also focusing on the camera. So anybody watching online, you'll see that my camera moves around. So it does the same thing. It listens to the voice, focuses on where that image is and where that person's face is. So very accurate when it comes to that kind of capability. Right, here we go. So there's other AI features. Again, please take note that you need to do your own homework to make sure which model that has that option, but these options are available. Breaking of glass, screaming, I mean, this is normal. If you're in Durban area, that is meaning somebody's getting mugged. Maybe crying, that's maybe, I don't know, other areas as well, maybe domestic violence. So you'll get that trigger, but I mean, it's cool to have those options. It's up to you to make use of them. Moving on from there. Then when it comes to granting you access, there's multiple different flexible ways to be able to do that. We can obviously use our face in the Guanlong series itself, by card, by PIN, by Bluetooth, QR code, and also by Heat Connect. Some people ask NFC. There are other units that do have that. In TalkVu at this moment, we don't have NFC on that due to the fact that most of us are feeling that it's slightly but falling away. That's the one part of it. The second part of it, unfortunately, iPhone users can't use their NFC for our card systems because they blocked it, not because we can't use it. We can. However, they blocked it because there's a security risk, apparently. I don't know why, but it's American. Moving forward. So there's good options when it comes to the faces itself. So I'm not going to go down the boring sections itself. So it takes more details, better quality. We use AI, ISP. So the ISP stands for Image Signal Processing. We use that already in Hikvision cameras. So it focuses on the core details, the shapes, the images, the quality, the colors, the depth, the directions, and etc. And now we've taken AI and merged them together. We also, I know I shouldn't say this, but there is a white paper out, thanks to Hikvision, regarding that technology. So if you wanted to go and have a look at it, I'm very proud of that. And I don't know why our team does not advertise that white paper even better, because I mean, our findings is just way more advanced than any other security camera capabilities out there. But moving forward, I don't want to brag too much, right? So just to let you know, there's some changes. However, we still have the Ultra series. They're still available in the 9 series. However, we brought out the KC series itself. That is now the new TalkVu models. So you have much better capability. There's more features in it. A nice design. I do have a model here for the guys that are here would like to have a look. I'm not going to bore you about all the other information. What I can tell you is that we also have our outdoor stations itself. So we've got our new Pro series. I've got one of them here just to highlight how that looks like and to focus on that. So these units have a lot more capability. They're all in one. Then you also have your card, your fingerprint, face, and etc. So there's multiple different applications. If you are using Hik Central, please take note if you are using fingerprints and cards and pins, this gives you the capability of using duress. And this is something very important that I would like to focus on a little bit more. In our country, duress is a big issue. We need it, especially when you get to gate areas and etc. However, my team, I'm still waiting for them to sort out the gate motor regarding duress button, but it's more than capable. It will still trigger and open it. There are different ways. If you want more information from a wiring diagram, please contact my team and we will definitely assist you with that. This means that you can have 2 different remotes or use 2 different fingers or 2 different cards or 2 different pins. If somebody's opening with this remote, it will open up the gate but send a silent panic. If you're using a card, it will open up the door or the gate, but it will send a silent panic. So all that can be arranged. So letting you know that that capability on our equipment is available for you. Moving on from there. So just the full control regarding the app, and how I haven't even started at all. So it's an all-in-one panel, all-in-one app, all-in-one control, meaning I can view my cameras, I can arm and disarm my alarm system, I can use it for video intercom, use it for lifts going up and down to different apartment buildings. Sorry, I have my indoor stations, I can control my lights from this unit. No need for any fancy gadgets. You can control your lights from there. Obviously, you need to get your electrician involved, but you can. So switching on and off your lights, opening up your curtains, switching on your air cons, maybe different type of sensors. And also, we've tested this with Alexa, your voice command units. So whether you are using Google, Alexa, whatever you are using, third party, we have that capability, and I'll show you the video. The cool part about this is you can say open blinds. It opens it up. Start a jacuzzi. It starts the jacuzzi. So it gives you that freedom to set it up. I mean, an all-in-one home solution. The only thing is I have tried this with my Google device. I tried to order food. It did not order food. It ordered something completely different that I did not request. So just saying, there's some tweaks, but I think it's more on the Mr. D app itself issues. All right. But moving forward, having that freedom, having that capability. So just to show you that full control, having your unit, tapping on it itself, selecting your option, and you can customize it. Something that they don't mention in here, we can have up to 5 apps running, third-party apps on it. So obviously the apps needs to be small size, yes, like your water irrigation app or solar app or Checker 6060 or you know, whatever the case might be that you need, eh? Spotify, we tested it and it works like a charm. However, to tell you, and I don't want to give my secrets away, but we are using this unit in our showroom in the next 2 months with our new Hikvision audio equipment with a Spotify account linked into the showroom, showing you a live environment. So the cool part about it is you can then select what song you want to by using your voice, and then it will play the song in the showroom. I think it's going to be the coolest thing. So looking forward to that kind of changes. There's going to be a lot of arguments. Yes. So one app that you have that capability that you can use to configure and set up and communicate with. So, I mean, one single app, why not? And then obviously using the control, yelling at it. So gives you that freedom and it will do whatever you ask it to do. So that's a cool part, but it depends on your third-party device that you have. But just to show you 4 different camera live view in a single image compared to what we had before. So this means you can open it up. And once you open it up, you can have all 4 cameras on a live view. People ask us, why can't we do up to 8? If we do 8, because of the size of the screen, the images are going to be too small. It's pointless then. All right. In the past, you had to go and click on each image. It still has the full capability of using 16 channels, cameras standalone, or from your recorder, whatever you have, DVR or NVR. So a lot of freedom when it comes to that control. Just to show you, this is the new series. That's how it looks like. So you have your alarm panel. You have widgets on it. So you can just go tap what you want to arm and disarm. We also have widgets now on our HikConnect app as well for video intercom, for access control. So take note, that's brand new. We just released it last week. So you can add widgets now onto your phone. So when you get there, you can have a big one for unlocking the door or opening up the gate. So giving you freedom. When it comes to your alarms, your history, tampers, whatever the case is, it will show you. There's your alarm station. So it will show you exactly what your alarms are, what is linked, what has been disarmed, which ones are armed, and it's easy buttons to arm it or away arm. So it's up to you what you would like to, or stay armed. It's up to your selections. Right. Very easy buttons and separate areas, 16 areas, but I think most people know about that regarding the alarm. So just to recap, much better camera quality, the AI feature technology, wide angle field of view, voice commands, I mean, quality audio, detection of pickup for different environments, different areas, and wherever people are talking or faces. So all around, just massive upgrade. And I used to have a video explaining the dual mic array itself that we have. We have it on all the new cameras itself that has 2 little holes on the cameras, dual mic. There's a big quality difference between the 2, but again, like I said, not there to record an album. So this is the family product line. So just getting into that. Play. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this is the new TalkVu products. Please take note. I know my team has removed the majority of these ones because they're not available as yet in the country. However, we already have these videos showing this on our YouTube channel. So it's pointless for me to hide it, not hiding it, just letting you know it's coming soon. Some is already here, some is not here. So just to give you an idea, all-in-one solution, which is brilliant itself when it comes to that. We also have the Android units itself for the gate for Minmo facial recognitioning to be able to grant you access in video intercom. Moving on from there, from the IP indoor stations, there are different options that you can go for, all the way from the small keypad. Again, please take note, not all these devices are available in our region at this moment. Going all the way up into our KH9 and KC9 series, which uses Android 14. And in our door stations, a lot of upgrades, a lot of changes. So a lot of people might be familiar with our KV811 3, or it's the 1-3, or it's the 2-3, or it's the 4-3. That would be this one over here. So we've upgraded to a new model that's coming soon as well. That's the one where we saw the 4 megapixel with 2 megapixels, giving you more capability, and obviously our larger environments that have changed in the KD9 series. So this is the KV6 series itself, just to show you how that quality looks like. Big changes when it comes to that, obviously the wide angle and etc. So coming soon, there's obviously also this unit, as I mentioned. So it gives you that more clarity when it comes to the name. And it's also a very nice design, so much more capabilities. Also coming soon, indoor station as well in the 8 series. So with an actual big button to unlock, so it makes it easier. People don't like to touch, they want the button. You have both, you can use both, but it gives you that freedom. Moving on, and then obviously our new unit, like I said, Android 14, 10-inch itself, a very wide angle field of view, dual mic, and a lot more other features in there. I can't wait to showcase it in our showroom. But yes, Spotify and everything else works very well on that. I don't know about the music. Some people's music taste is not there. So just to show you as a demonstration, just to focus on the differences, obviously Linux versus the Android models. So wide angle, LAN and Wi-Fi. So it gives you that freedom. Obviously the door stations as well. So there's a lot of features in there. Please take note, like I mentioned, some of these will have that new AI features built into it. Some will not. So the standard small unit does not have that. The volume itself for the decibels, you can see the differences itself in there, and the AI features, some will have it and some will not. The audio detection itself, however, this little units in the 6 series does have it compared to the 8 and the 9 series. Moving on from there, please take note, we also have these little kits available. That was thanks to my team saying that we do have these kits with SD cards already. So it's all-in-one. Okay? Well, they added it. I didn't add it. They added it. But anyway, so Bluetooth capability as well in there. So also to add in our 4-wire system, I don't want to forget about the 4-wire system. I do have a 4-wire system here if anybody wants to see. I hope that will still work. 4-wire system, we also have the kits for them. They are very easy to make use of. I promise you, you have one cable, you plug it in. If you want to extend it, you can, but take note that's your dilemma if you want to extend that. 7-inch screen, touch, little light that lights up around the door station itself to illuminate light for at nighttime. All your cabling at the back, easy configuration and setup on your app. So very simple to make use of. Moving forward, we also have in that same category our panic systems as well. So letting you know that that is still available. It's still there, panic stations. There are different models that we have. One with the PTZ, the light, the siren, and all the features inside. And then we also have the smaller units itself. Please take note that these units can connect also to a master station. So that would be the master station. It's an option. You have the solution. This is not a new solution. Please take note. It's a very older solution, but the solution is there. I've used the solution. If you wanted to know, maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot. Maybe I'm shooting the pre-sales engineers there a little bit. But you can also use this panic station for in classes itself as a PA system with a master station. We have tested it. We've used it. It works. The nice part about this is it's rugged. I can also tell you that the panic alarm pole, we received one a few years back. We took it to that university in Pretoria called Tix or something. I think it's Tix, né? Pretoria. Yeah. We took it there. We were going to demonstrate it and show it there because we would wanted to use it for campus. This was designed as a Europe market type of unit where in a park area, if maybe a lady jogger gets harassed by another jogger with blue shoes, who knows, then the lady can run to that terminal, press the button, the BTZ will pan and tilt into that area. The siren will start flashing, the siren will make a noise, and the operator through this capability of the center can then tell the person, stop stabbing the lady, please stop stabbing it. So we got a unit, we took it to that university. I installed it with the team. The very next day, we're going to put up the gazebo and have the demo van there and showcase this. The next morning when we got there, there was 4 roll balls. The ball was stolen. Welcome to South Africa. So they don't want to give us another one. Just letting you know. So a lot of capability. It's got an IK 8 rating. I still feel that it can handle even more. Those are the newer ones. I have an older little model, but it works exactly the same. There's no differences. So having that broadcasting, SOS, everything. So instead of using that as a panic, you can press it. It will call through to the master station. The reception at the school desk can then answer it if that is the situation we'd like to use it. The camera will see everything in the class and you have two-way conversation. So multiple other units that can be installed. So I think for campuses, for universities, for public park area or restricted park areas, it's a very good idea to make use of. And then lastly, thank you very much for your time. And yeah, that's it. Hoping that will help that everybody knows a bit more about TalkVu.